Hey guys, it's Glenn Murray. Welcome to my YouTube channel and my university. Now, if you want all my training, there's going to be a link down below to the sorry, Brad, you're jumping on here. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a link below if you want to join the university. Hey Brad, nice to see you.
Hey, finally get to meet you.
I'm just doing an intro here and then I'm going to get into the training. All right. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to show you the university. I'm going to show you how the elements of a lead magnet is and how we're going to go through and how you make a complete lead magnet. So kind of start to finish, I'm going to show you mine is the cheetah method, which is for high ticket affiliate marketing, but you can do it with anything. So if you're on my YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. Again, if you want to get into the university and get all my courses, then you just click on the link in the university. All right, let's get into it. Bradley, nice to see you. Do you have any questions to start out with? I heard you joined a travel affiliate program.
I signed up for that Expedia travel thing and I got all that stuff, but I don't know how to put everything together. I signed up for I got the ClickFunnels, I
All
did the
right.
Aweber, I had that system.io, I did the Namecheap, I got the web and my name and all that stuff.
Good.
I just don't know how to put it all together.
So in the cheetah method guide, and anyone who's watching this later, it's a step-by-step in that guide that I give you. You just go by step by step. Now, did you get the video walkthrough? That will
Um,
be in the school group. If you go into cheetah method, the whole video walkthrough takes you through that step by step, how to
okay,
put
I'll
everything
look for
together.
that.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to show what the cheetah method is, and then the step by step and how it all works together. And like I said, you can make this. You can use the cheetah method as your guide for your giveaway for Expedia. Or if you don't want to promote Expedia, you could go promote any high ticket product. You can go to ClickBank and take a product. You can go do AI cash machines. Right now, AI cash machines is a gold mine. As a coach there has just brought back his high ticket coaching programs, his one-on-one, and it's like $1,000 commissions. So it's a no-brainer. And you don't have to sell that. You just have to basically sell that front end product, and his team takes care of the rest of selling it for you. So it's
Okay.
really simple. You just drive traffic to the sales page and your job is done. All right, so let
Okay.
me share my screen here. I'm gonna bring up my on here. Share. Where's the share? There it is. And cheetah message. So basically, guys, this is built it's done in a Google Doc. So anybody can go, Google is totally free. And what I did is I saved it as a PDF. I also created a program around it where you can rebrand this exact one by putting in your affiliate links and then have this and give it away as a PDF so that you get all the commissions. So how it works is basically, and this is typical of any lead magnet. So again, if you were doing Expedia, how to get the best deals on Expedia, right? You could get AI to write you an article on it, and then you could put links, and you could put links to Amazon travel products. You could put links to even different travel programs, or get a WestJet card or whatever, or wherever you're from, get a credit card that gets you points, that has a referral program, all that kind of stuff. So this one is based on high ticket affiliate marketing. So what I do is I give a blurb about high ticket affiliate marketing. And then the quick start is I tell you straight up, these are the tools you need, because I find that people really want to get into the guts of stuff. So you give them information to jump into. So this is the ClickFunnels where you get the 14-day free trial. You set that up. Aweber is where I collect Aweber. And I'll show you actually, guys, by giving this away, let me just show you my inbox here. If you're down at the bottom, I don't know if you can see this, but 430 subscribers, that's the last 24 hours. 430 leads in 24 hours. And that's all free leads. I'm not paying for any traffic on those. That's done using Instagram, short form video, and some YouTube stuff. All right. So basically you give them the setup stuff and then you recommend a product. So right now I'm recommending AI cash machines because it's extensive training. It's an entire school community. There's a mastermind. And what I like about the program is that your referrals are tagged to you for life. So whatever Zach decides to sell next year, the year after that, in 5 years, you're going to get commissions on, because it's your referral. So you get all the commissions for life for that referral for him, which I really, really like. This is what you did, Brad. You'd set up the free domain. So what happens is with Namecheap, you buy a hosting package and they're very inexpensive. And then with that, they give you a free domain, which is really cool because I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you're going to do any email marketing, you can't use a Gmail account to send from anymore. Your emails will not be delivered. So you have to have your email coming from Glenn at Glenmurray Homes or Glenmurray Online or Work with Glenmurray or whatever it is. Those are where your emails need to come from. They can't come from Glenn at gmail.com. They won't be delivered anymore. So that's just the rules. Gmail doesn't want their authority being used as for email marketing. The next thing is to make 7 to 60-second videos on Instagram and YouTube. This short form video format is not going away. This is just not going away. If you're not making Instagram videos, and you do not have to put your face on them, you can make faceless. There's 11 Labs. There's Leonardo. There's so many AI products that you can make faceless videos from. There's free videos all over the internet. You can go into Pexels, which is Pexel. You want to write that down? Pexels, Pexel. So that they have a whole bunch of free photos, they have a whole bunch of free videos, and you can use those videos. Also, if you use the free editing tool called CapCut, CapCut. Now, it's made by the same company that created TikTok. So it is, I think, whatever they're called, breakdance. But CapCut is what I use. And inside CapCut, there's a ton of free videos, stock footage that you can use. So you can go into CapCut and cut together a 15-second or a 30-second travel video for you, just on that theme. And then you would send people to how to get the best deals on Expedia. Here, DM me and I'll send you my guide. They log in, they put in their email for your landing page, and then you send them the guide. The guide has all your affiliate links in it. So that's pretty easy. Same thing with YouTube. YouTube, it seems I'm at about 6,000 followers now. I started with 1,000 followers a year. A year ago, I had 1,000. I just hit 1,000 followers, and within a year, I've got it up to 6,000. I'm just doing short form video there, and once a week, I do a long form video. And really, Instagram is the one that I started with 0 followers, and in 13 months, I've grown to almost 100,000. I'm probably going to hit 100,000 within the week. So, okay, so then I go into an in-depth, and this is what you have, and this is the Cheetah system, which you can go through. And if you're in the university, all the walkthrough, all the video stuff is in there. So we give you options for landing pages. And again, this is just breaking it down for a more in-depth walkthrough. And how you do it is you just take a screenshot and you put it into the document, right? And this has got the step-by-step. It shows you images of what to do on how setting up your email, how to set up the confirmation, how to put a form like post, where is it here? In ClickFunnels, it shows you how to put the form in, and then this is the domain you're going to send them to. That's what you're going to send them to after they've opted in. And why I use this form is a lot of people get the Aweber account. And even with the pro account, even the $15 account, you can't turn off, where is that setting? You can't turn this off right away because they want you to make sure you're doing double opt-in. But when you use a form, you can turn this off. And that's why I say use this form as opposed to something called the API, which is just a hook, so there's API and then there's a hardcore form. When you use the form, it bypasses that, so you don't have to have a double opt-in. If you want a double opt-in, it's great. You get higher quality subscribers, but it also turns people off because they won't click the double opt-in and you don't get that lead. So I'm a proponent of just do it simple, let them get the information. They can unsubscribe anytime because it's on the bottom of the email. So do you go through there, just click on the pictures. Again, there's a video walkthrough in the university, and it takes you through all of this. It will import an email series for you. But again, this is for high ticket. So if you want to do it again for a travel program, you'd have to write your own, or Google a travel affiliate program swipe file, or go find some people that are doing travel programs and sign up for their email list and see what they're sending you. That's what I would do. I just go sign up for someone that's promoting a travel program and then see what the emails are that they're sending you. And they might be actually their lead magnet might be their travel program, but they might be selling something completely different in the back end. You know what I mean? Like, you might be leading with this, like, well, I'm going to show you how to do this travel, but when you go through, you see, like, oh, they're actually selling a all-inclusive luxury travel program out of Mexico. That might be their high ticket thing, but they start with a broad thing of how to get the best Expedia prices or whatever it is, whatever the lead magnet is. So you got to think strategically is what is going to be that big back end payoff. And for me right now, cash machines is the big back end payoff because of the referrals for life and the big commissions. Now, interesting enough, one of the other students, Brad, in the group is Clyde, and him and his wife just launched a travel rent free around the world product on Warrior Plus. It's a travel guide on how they go and house sit. So they don't just go for a week. They go house sit and pet sit for a month or 6 weeks. And they did a whole program on it that you can be an affiliate for, which is really cool. I think they're selling it for $50 or something like that. So you can be an affiliate. I don't know. I'm not sure what the commissions are on it. I've yet to send it out. I just signed up. I got my affiliate link. So I'll send it out to my list just to see if I can get any referrals for them. But see, that's again in that travel thing. So they could then, with their training, and Clyde, if you're on here, hopefully I'm not sharing any of your secrets. Basically, with their program, they could also put affiliate links within their program that they wrote. That they built a program. They built a thing. So inside there, they could have affiliate links too. So someone to sign up for special credit cards, for luxury resorts, for travel vouchers, whatever it is, that kind of stuff. Anyways, once it's all together, it's just a matter of driving the traffic to the landing page. And again, that's done by using Instagram and YouTube. Just you have to think of, and we talk about this all the time, that the what is the avatar of your prospect? And you have to think of like, who am I talking to? Who do I want to talk to? And do you want to go broad and then narrow people through your funnel, or do you want to get very specific at the beginning so that your funnel works quicker? Does that make sense?
Yes.
You can either go really broad and go, you just want to anybody traveling, but it's more specific. If you wanted to say I was your target, right? You'd be saying, what about that dream vacation to Disneyland for your kid? I have young kids. I'm an older guy with younger kids. So what about that dream vacation to Disneyland? Or how'd you like to take your family on an all-inclusive 2 week to Mexico? These kind of things. Well, I can show you how to get the best prices using tools that you're already using online or whatever.
Right.
That's kind of the thing. I grab and it doesn't even have to be a guide this extensive. It can be my 10 top tips, right? So you could give them a sheet with 10 top tips on it. And then what I would do is I would expand on it on the bottom with some, you'd put resource links. And those resource links would be affiliate links to whatever you want to sell them. Whatever it is, lightest baggage there is, or
I got you.
and remember, you can get Chat GPT to write most of this stuff for you. You just give it the prompts. They write me the best 10 tips for traveling to Mexico, all inclusive with a family of 5. The more you prompt, the more precise you are with your prompt, the better Chat GPT will write it. What's cool is in AI cash machines, Zach has he's made 2 custom chat GP based on his marketing because he's been doing this for a decade. So he's got 2 custom made chat GPTs that actually spins out stories. I think one of them is a stories based. So anything you put into it basically spins it out as a story, which is very captivating, especially if you're going to do any blog marketing or any written marketing stuff. It's very, very captivating that story thing kind of thing. Or if you write short stories, you can use an AI voice to read that story and make visual and make it into a short video reading that story. So that's kind of how you want to start using AI to really do this marketing work. Like example, and this is just a side note. My wife works for a nonprofit. She's an operations manager for a nonprofit here in Canada. And sometimes it's easier for her. Like she goes, we're doing a project we're teaming up with a car dealership and we're going to do a raffle for cars to raise money. she actually can put into ChatGPT, write me an outline for an advertising project for 6 months for a raffle with a car, blah, and she writes it all in. And then ChatGPT spits out an entire outline of the project. Now, like, think of how much work she's saved. Now she can go in and tweak it to make it, that is in her niche and in her organization's language. But all that outline, that skeleton, the bones of it is already done by ChatGPT, and it's done in literally minutes, as opposed to someone sitting there and writing for 2 or 3 hours, writing an outline and trying to think of everything, because ChatGPT has already gone out and found a whole bunch of them and put it together. And it's thought of everything that's needed in that project. So just be smart with your time and use AI. Once you dive into it, I use it every day. I use it. I go on, I'll take stuff that I've written, I go in, I make it, I get it to spin it, I get it to write. Most of this was written by AI. And then what I did is I just went in and I read through it. I just changed a few words and made it mine. And that's basically it. So that is basically lead magnet. Questions?
Do you think that by using the AI that it really does help formulate everything a lot better and easier?
Way easier. So basically, when you're writing something, you're going to go do your research, right? And you're going to spend tons of time researching. And AI can do that in a fraction of a second, fractions of seconds, and get all the research and bring back the stuff that you want. Now, it might bring back something that's wrong, that's irrelevant to you. So you do have to proof it. But really, and it might bring you back something that you weren't expecting. So you might have to rephrase your prompt so that it brings back what you want. But as it's being used, it's gaining knowledge it's just we can't even compare to trying to do the research ourselves. So it's going to go
Okay.
out, do all the research, bring it back, and of course you have to tweak it. Use it exactly. It's not going to be
Right.
perfect. But the more you use it, the more you're going to realize, oh, if I get it to prompt this stuff, it's going to come back at 99% of what you need. And here's a really cool trick about it, is you can actually tell it to be in the voice of someone. When I first started playing around with it, I said, okay, ChatGPT, I want you to think like Ryan Reynolds. I want you to respond like Ryan Reynolds. I want you to do everything Ryan Reynolds. I want you to be the voice of Ryan Reynolds. And now when in the next prompt that I tell you, I want you to do that as Ryan Reynolds in the voice of Deadpool. So basically, when I asked it to do something, it was this sarcastic, silly, and it was like all these little drippy little one-liners at the end of it, little tags, and it was brilliant. Like I could have given here, Deadpool, go read this, and it would have read Deadpool. So you can give it the voice of a character, as long as
Okay.
it's a character that it can go out and research and find information on.
Because I had this thought in my head about I was gonna have it take maybe my first time flying on an airplane and talk about that, and then I was gonna put that with the Expedia, but I was gonna do it in James Doohan voice from Star Trek because basically that is Star Trek. So
No,
I
that's
kind
totally,
of
that's exactly how you use it, because what happens is that it's not just an AI generated story, it's an AI generated story, point of view, narrated by a character. So
yeah,
now it's become much more alive than an AI generated
right.
story. And
Okay.
that's where people get so lost. They're like, oh, AI sucks. It all writes the same stuff. It does the same. No, it's only as good as the prompting. And Gary Vee says this all the time. Gary Vee is like, you need to learn how to prompt AI. Those are the
Okay.
people that are going to win. When you learn to prompt AI, those are the people that are going to win. So that's where you can just use it for marketing. And that's why Zach named his thing the AI cash machines, because basically all that marketing stuff is done for you. Little tidbits of the research stuff that you don't have to do anymore. Now all you need to do is execute either a talking video on your phone, or record your screen, or use AI tools to create an avatar, to create a character, to whatever it is. So 95% of the work is done. It's just the last little bits. Because AI, I don't think, I know that some people are really good at getting AI to do the videos. I don't think AI videos are quite there yet. The ones I've tried are, but if you're starting out and you just want to do content over quality, slam out the content, because it's for your first 100 reels or 100 short videos. It's just about content, getting it out there. And why talking heads work the best is because you become your own spokesperson. They work the best. So if you don't want to be on screen yourself, then if you create a character and you always use that character, then people will start noticing that character and they're going to become familiar with it. The more they become familiar with it, the more they trust you, and the more they trust you, of course, the more they buy.
Kind of like the max headroom we had back in the 80s.
And the other thing I think too is like people, and I find it like I get so many people commenting on Instagram, I could never go live on video. You got to stop worrying about what people think. It just got nobody cares. You're gonna get haters. And you know what? I used to like to talk to haters on my, now I just block them immediately. The minute anybody says anything that I don't like or is offensive, I just block them immediately. I don't even engage with them.
Well, I gave presentations at work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did a Zoom presentation a year ago. Well, I was supposed to do one a couple months ago for Japan. So I'd done that, and for our company, our half our company in Japan. So it would probably been 200 or 300 people gathered in a warehouse. So, but that's not a big deal. I just want to make sure that I'm getting the most out of what I'm doing, and that I'm when I create it, that I'm creating it so, because everything's going to reflect back to you, because I'm using you as my. I want to make sure that I'm doing everything, and it looks good, and it's a direct reflection, and it doesn't say, well, hey, Murray's not a good guy, you don't need to learn from him. No, learn from Murray. He knows what he's talking about.
Well, thank
This
you.
guy showed me how to do everything, and now I'm doing it, and you can do it too. Which is basically the way you've done everything, and I just want to keep that flow going, because it's like when your emails come through, and I start looking at the emails from your auto generator. He's got all these things preloaded in there, and they're just coming. But then I'm like, sometimes I get that feeling that maybe you put some personality on it, so it looks like it's coming through, and it's like directing to you, which is the way you want everything to be, so it's genuine.
When you're writing emails, you got to write to the person. You got to write,
Yeah.
you put it, and in a Weber, you can just say, hey, dear, and then it'll pull the person's name. I get you'd be surprised how many emails I get back that people are like, F you, stop bugging me. Why are you calling me out?
But all they got to do is go down to the bottom and click
I know,
subscribe.
but so I said this the other day. Some people think that I'm sitting down and I'm writing an individual email to them,
Yeah.
and they're like, why are you calling me? No, this went out to like 20,000 subscribers. It's not just, it wasn't you. It's just I did it, that way to make it resonate that it's a personal thing. Now, remember, the life of on my list, I would say people were on it for 45 days. And then they're sick of my emails. So they're like, ah, I'm getting too many, unsubscribe, right? And I'm fine with that, because that's the nature of my business. Now, if my business was a travel program, I would probably be doing an email every 4 to 5 days. I wouldn't be doing it daily. But
Right.
because I'm in the make money online business, you hit them as many times as you can until they unsubscribe. Is
Right.
basically, it's just the nature of this business. I tell people that come in and say, once you bought something, just you can ignore my emails or copy them and put them into a swipe file. Copy them, put them into a notepad so that you can have it. 'Cause especially ones that resonate with you, ones that say, wow, he's really talking to me. Take those and use that language for your own. Copy it, and we call it a swipe file. And then you've swiped my email and you've put it into a file, and then you're going to make it your own. And that's why it's called, and that's precisely why it's called a swipe file. And then once you start doing that a few times, you can do, like, seriously, some of my best performing emails are 3 sentences. Did you see this? I put it
Yep.
aside for you. Here you go. And it's just like click, people are clicking through, right? And then when I get too long, sometimes I'm like, oh, that one didn't work. So it's just learning. And it's interesting. I've had a few coaches. And again, I got to put a shout out to Zach, because Zach is by far the best coach I've ever had. And he's a workaholic. So he just wants to coach people one-on-one. He wants to get in and just, take you to the next level. That's where he's at his happiest, when he's doing that one-on-one. So he's built a team to take care of every mundane, all the little stuff, so that all he can do is focus on coaching people one-on-one, which is really cool. All right, I'm gonna shut it down. Any other questions?
No, sir. Thank you so much. I'm sorry
Okay.
I missed last week. I had to help my sister-in-law. There, a tree fell in their backyard, so I thought it was at 12:30, and when we got back here about 10 after, and it took forever for my computer. So
Oh, no worries.
hopefully
We've got a
get
maple
some money
tree.
generating so I can get me another computer. I need one that's a little bit quicker. This one's about 4 or 5 years old. So
Yeah, I've got this is my old one, and I've got my new one, and I'm gonna be getting a new one soon too. So, all
yeah.
right, bud. I will see you. I'll see you on next week. If you're not on, just watch the replay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, cheers, man.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.